how to get out of a narcissistic relationship. Right. If you want to know how I managed to get out of my own narcissistic abuse relationship, this video is for you. So if you want to learn like the steps that I had to go through, the mindset, the the thinking behind mindset, right? And also this like what else do you need to consider? This video is for you. So let's get with it. Let's get on with it, right? For you to get to a position where you think about how to get out is because you've had enough. You want something better. You feel there's more to life than what you've currently settled for. I feel the same. If anything, I thought my life was done, and then I was asking myself, is this all there is to life? I mean, you get to a certain age, you get married, you have kids, and then what? Is this how they're meant to control you? Is this how everyone lives? That kind of situation. So with that said, you just need, first of all, to come to a realization, to an understanding that what you're going through is abuse. And abuse doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anybody. Nobody applies. There's no like application. You don't apply to be in a narcissistic abuse relationship. It just, if anything, if we could spot them from a distance, which is what you're going to have to do after you've come out, to learn about narcissistic people so that you don't get into another relationship with a narcissist. They don't come on with a warning sign on their forehead to say, I'm a narcissist. No. So now, when you've realized that this is abuse, which takes a long time to dawn on you, because it's hidden in plain sight. You just don't realize what is happening. You just know. You experience the effects, and you question yourself, you doubt yourself. You just feel if you're lacking in confidence, your self-worth, but you don't know. You don't know the source. So now, if you've come to an understanding that no, this is abuse, or maybe when you've spoken to somebody and then they point it out to you, believe them, okay? Because in as much as you might want to make your own mind up, but at the same time, you probably need somebody to tell you like it is. Because obviously you've been living in denial. I did. I couldn't find a name for it. I just couldn't. I just used to wonder, maybe it's my Lord. Oh, maybe it's me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, going back to, because I was gonna give you 5 things, right? So I've said the first one, which is what I've been rambling about in a few moments ago. So the second one is for you to make a decision. You need to make a decision that you're not going to, decide how you want your life to look like. Do you want to continue the way your situation is? I mean, obviously there will be some positives that you'll be thinking, oh, maybe this, maybe that. I could just stay. And but for me, when I took stock of my life, I was like, maybe if this was in place, or maybe this was in place, or maybe this was in place. I'll give you examples. I've got 2 children, right? And I thought to myself, it would be an injustice taking them away from their father. So I thought to myself, okay, if at least they cared, if they looked after them, if they supported them, if they were there emotionally, if they spent time with them, I mean, if they were just fatherly, maybe that was a good enough compromise for me. But that wasn't there. Okay, so now, since a relationship is built on love and with two people, so then I thought to myself, okay, if they a little bit, I mean, if there was if it was like 10% of like a normal relationship going on between me and them, or them and me, then probably I could have stayed. But yeah, it was just like nothing. I think I'd gone into a discard stage without me knowing, because they were in the process of actually selling our own home without my knowledge. Yeah, they can do that. Make decisions, because why should they consult you? It's only when they try to get the solicitors involved in the sale that they were faced with having to come to me. I mean, to ask me to countersign. Right. So the next one will be for you to make a plan. Make a plan on how you're going to exit, because they are not going to agree. They are not going to have a conversation with you. They are not going to, I mean, to even like let you know what is happening. It's obvious things are not working out. It's obvious whenever you try to communicate, it always ends up in a fight, in an argument, in a misunderstanding that gets blown out of proportion. So just make your own plan, like what am I going to take from here? How is my life going to look like when I leave? I mean, you might not have a full picture, but at least plan on the kind of clothes you're going to have to take with you, what books, whatever that is of sentimental value to you that you might be able to carry or take with you. You just need that. And yeah, that's part of your planning. And make sure you got your documents. If you've got cash, if you can save for your exit, do that as well. I didn't have anything to save because I wasn't working. I hadn't been working for close to 19, 20, 21, close to 5 years. Yeah, by that time. And there was no, I was trying to get myself back into work, but I knew that it was going to be difficult, because they'd already made life difficult in so many ways than one. Right, so now that you are trying to get out of a narcissistic relationship, try to minimize conversation. I mean, I know that a narcissist is not going to converse with you unless if they're talking about some other people, unless if they're talking about other people, which is very fascinating, because you probably think that your relationship is on when you talk about gossip. I mean, you can spend the whole day talking, and then you wonder, is it the same person? Ooh. As soon as that conversation is finished and there's nothing to talk about, they just go back into their own shell, and then you wonder, what is going on? What is going on here? Yeah, so just minimize conversation, and then, if possible, change your number so that you'll be able to stay no contact with them when you leave. Staying in contact not only helps you heal, but it also helps you just to create a space where there's no interactions, for your brain waves to kind of settle, for you to start unpacking this baggage you've been carrying, this heavy weight. Yeah, I mean, I can laugh about it now, because when you leave, that's when you realize you've been carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. You'll be like, oh, what's this weight on me? It's kind of heavy. Right. Yeah, so the other thing is for you that can help you is just start like taking steps towards your healing. You can start like meditating, because that helps you to be able to be present in the present moment, to be able to it sort of like gives you clarity, because when you've been with a narcissist, they live in your head. You're always ruminating. You're always thinking about how best to serve them, how best to please them, how you can improve as a person, so that maybe your relationship might take off or might work. Or yeah, you're always like thinking about, why are they not happy? What have I done? How can I make them happy? Okay, so now do I need to apologize? Did I say something wrong? Was I not supposed to say that? Why did it? There's always like loads of thoughts going through your head, such that you got no headspace for anything. Your life gets consumed. Your energy sucked out, because imagine your brain is like processing at 100 miles an hour every day. That's not healthy, right? And also your health might have, not just might, it will be suffer. You'll be suffering. My digestion had gone, completely gone. It wasn't working, and I didn't know why. I didn't know stress can make you gain weight. I didn't know that. I didn't understand why I couldn't sleep. I would fall asleep, right? And then a tiny little noise would just wake me up. And I put it down to, oh, I'm a light sleeper. But I didn't know that my brain wouldn't allow me to just drift off, because you never know when you live with an abuser, what they're thinking, what they can do to you. Because one time I woke up struggling to breathe, and I had a pillow on my face. And I was like, I had a pillow under me like that. And I had a pillow covering my face. And then I was facing, and then I was like, I sat up and then I was looking at them, wondering if they're sleeping or not. What's happening? Why am I? And then from that day of going forward, whenever they came in, because they normally would come in to the bedroom maybe around midnight, well after midnight anyway. So I remember from that day going forward, I would sit up. I would just sit up from lying down. I would sit up, and then I wonder, and then I would start talking. I don't know what I was even saying, but it's because something had happened, and my brain had registered that. So you know how our brain is designed to keep us safe. So I probably never slept like properly, or yeah, my brain wouldn't just let me just relax, because I wasn't safe. I was in survival mode. Right, so these are the things that I think can help you get out of a narcissistic abuse relationship. If you're looking for closure, they are not going to tell you why they've been behaving the way they've been behaving, or why they've treated you the way they've treated you, or why you're not going to get any answers about anything. Why they're not doing things for the kids, or I mean, if anything, they'll just blame on you. You are the mother. You should know what to do. I've never had a problem giving you this much money. That's future faking, right? They'll future fake you. When it's time for them to give you the money, they don't give it to you. Okay, fine. I don't want you to give me cash, but go and buy kids whatever they need. Then that ain't happening. That's what an abuser will do, especially a narcissist. I'm actually at a stage where I'm struggling to think that you could be an abuser without narcissistic personality disorder. I don't know how that would work, because you need to have a cold heart to be able to do that. You need not have any feelings whatsoever, no remorse. I mean, I have observed things happening, and how somebody could just drift off to sleep. I mean, to an extent where they can be asleep for 10 whole hours. without being disturbed, and without, even if you make lots of noise, they won't hear it. And I was wondering how is that even possible? Because even I trying to just fall asleep, and nah, not working. Just a tiny bit of noise. Maybe it's because I was in survival mode. So therefore, my brain had to keep me safe. It was working 24/7. You know, when you fall asleep, there's a part of you part of your brain that doesn't go to sleep. Part of you that listens to sounds, and and then you probably just wake up and wonder, why did I wake up? What woke me up? And then if that sound is repeated, then you sort of like, it's that car beeping. It's an alarm. But otherwise, I had gotten to a stage where sleep was a luxury that I thought I could never experience. But now that I've come out, my number one request or priority was just to be able to sleep, just to be able to sleep in peace without any fear of somebody coming and probably with an intention to harm me in my sleep. Because when you're asleep, you're sort of like unconscious, so anybody can do whatever they want, and they know that, especially if you're in a deep sleep, for you to come around and sort of like make sense of what's happening, they think you will not be able to tell, unless if whatever they've done to you results in you being brain dead, then you won't be able to tell people what's happened. So I thought I would just sort of like answer, given my own perspective, or give my own perception or perspective about how you can get out of a narcissistic relationship. Because it's not like any other normal relationship where you can just call it a day and I'm like, I'm done. This is not working, therefore let's part ways. No, it doesn't happen like that with a narcissist. A narcissist wants to control you, wants to dominate you. They don't want you to have a life. They just don't care about you. They will even tell you to your face, like, I don't care. I'm like, what? What? Nobody cares about you. We don't care. No, I'm not saying that to you, but this is what a narcissist would say. So, and then you'll be like, I've never come across people like you. Obviously, the world is wide, and there's no way of you knowing how other people are like. Thank God for the internet now, and this beautiful platform. We can see different cultures, how they do their things, how they do their lives. And you sort of like have an idea if a person is like this, they do this, stuff like that. But anyway, coming back to a narcissist is just like an enemy. When the Bible says an enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, that's what a narcissist does. I think it's the spirit behind a narcissist that just wants to come and make sure you don't progress, make sure you don't earn your own money, make sure you are not happy, you're not enjoying life. If you've got relationships, they'll all be wiped out. They'll use their tactics, their manipulation tactics, to make sure they think they're winning. For the longest time they were winning, because had I not figured them out, I'll still be with them. I'll still be thinking everything is my fault. I'll still be shouldering all the blame. I'll still be apologizing to each and every one they've said I've wronged. People that I've never met. I'll still be accused of doing things using the remote. How is that even possible? Can you imagine being told you have done something like uprooting a garden and you've never set foot into that country, but they are able to come up with a story that is so convincing, that is so that tarnishes your image, and sell it to people, and people believe that. And I'm like, I've never been there, so how do I even have In what way? How is that even possible for me to have done that? Who did I send to do that? So why? Anyway. Oh, my nose is itchy. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, so yeah, this is all I was gonna say to you, and I like to lighten, the conversation, because boy, when I was going through it, I cried so many nights. I was always sad. I remember playing sad songs, and then I would be asking, the Alexa,
please unlock the device to continue.
I hope you didn't hear that. But anyway, yeah, I would ask that to play music, and then it would be like sad songs. And then I was wondering. So after I'd played like a few times, I asked myself, why do I feel sad? Why do I even want to be listening to sad songs? Why do I feel that way? So that was like the beginning of my healing. And then, yeah, it's just listen to the guidance that comes through to you. So if this video has helped you, come up with a solution as to how to get out of a narcissistic relationship, I would appreciate your comments. Just say, helped me. Make sense? Helped me in the comment section. But yeah, it's not easy to come out, but at the same time, it's so rewarding, because then you can only heal after you've come out. There's no way you can heal when you're in there, because they'll just continue. It's like in hamster wheel, yeah. In hamster wheel, you're always like spinning. They just probably crank up the speed so that you spin faster, and then if you're spinning faster, that is your brain, right? You might end up losing yourself, because that is the whole aim and the name of the game for them. They don't want you to have any peace. Why? I still don't know up to today, but it is a personality disorder. So maybe anyway, I don't know why. That's where they get their narcissistic supply. So they enjoy seeing you suffering. They enjoy taking your energy from you, because if you're not happy, you cannot thrive. I keep doing that. All right, then. With that said, if you're new here, and if you're still here, thank you for your time. Please like, share, and comment. So you can watch this video. Is it this video? This video? Or this playlist about life after narcissistic abuse, because there is life after narcissistic abuse. I am living my life after narcissistic abuse, and I'll share some other resources in the comment section, in the description, about how you can heal after you've come out. All right. I always end with my heart, from my heart to your heart. Bye bye.